This is the 133rd day of Ukrainian resistance, Ukraine Media Center, and we are launching our briefing with Serhiy Haidai, head of Luhansk Oblast Military Administration. Serhiy, good morning. Please, could you tell us about this night in the region? What is new in the situation over the recent 24 hours? Welcome. Well, the situation, unfortunately, is really very difficult. But the fact that Russians have reported that they have fully invaded the whole region is not exactly the truth. Because even up till now, Luhansk region is fighting. Almost all the territory has been invaded, but still there are two inhabited settlements with active hostilities going on. And so far, they cannot say that they have invaded 100% of the territory of Luhansk region. Hostilities are really heavy, and the Russian army get gets sudden reserves all the time. They get new machinery, new equipment, and new number of ammunitions for artillery, and they are firing at everything they see from morning till night, trying to establish regular ferries, and they really want to complete invasion of Luhansk region. And I can tell you that over all this period of time, they have lost so much machinery and so many people that this reminds me of Zhukov operation in the Second World War when they were trying to force the Dnieper River. They are not. They do not care how many soldiers that die. Well, on the one hand, this is thanks God because losing a lot of machinery and soldiers for the future, they will slow down themselves in advancement or in their hostilities in some other axis, like in Donetsk or Kharkiv region. Due to the fact that Luhansk region, or the part of it that used to be government controlled after 2014, is almost fully invaded. Could you please tell how the activity of your administration will change? How will it change? Because probably you will get less administrative work, but you will record uh, war crimes and you will focus on humanitarian aid. So, what is going to change? Well, the main directions of our work as for now, um, well, no priorities can be determined there, but one of the directions is provision of assistance to the military men because we keep helping them, keep buying machinery and equipment, repairing equipment for them. So we are trying to meet all their needs very quickly, as soon as possible, because we realize that who, if not we, could be helping our military men now, still having some reserves. The other directions is provision of assistance to people who have been evacuated who have got the IDP service status. Different sorts of assistance. We're trying to restore healthcare assistance in different communities. We are trying to ensure a sustainable assistance provision with humanitarian kits to the people who needed them. And then we will keep developing directions related to education because, anyway, children need to enter high educational institutions, they need to go to schools. We will help people with different consultations, including consultations on getting the IDP status. Well, maybe we will do with some certificates. And we've got the mobile office from the Ministry of Digital Transformation. This will also ease our work and help us. And we will try to be active in different regions of Ukraine by opening our humanitarian centers because unfortunately our people are scattered throughout the whole territory of Ukraine. They are not just keeping to, let's say, Khmelnytsky region or Poltava region or Zakarpattia region. Our people are in all the regions, and we will try to help all of them on a regular basis. If we speak about Luhansk residents who have fled the region, we understand that the situation in Lychansk and Severodonetsk was really difficult. But do we know any examples when people managed to flee from Aidar, Stanitsa? Can they flee? And if yes, so how can they do this? theoretically, there are such chances they can go through the territory of the Russian Federation to some other countries. And we've got examples when people left for Georgia, moving through the Russian Federation, and then they reached the place they wanted to reach. I cannot tell you how many people have evacuated in that way, but there are some people who have been evacuated and they are staying in Europe. So the chance is still there. The only risk implied by this is that still the Russian regime doesn't want to allow men leave the territory. They are trying to involve them in the hostilities, and that's what I meant to ask you. Probably you happen to know about the moods and the atmosphere in the so-called Luhansk People's Republic, because their men are used as cannon fodder. So are these people to show any active or non-active resistance? Has their opinion about the Russians and about the war changed or not? What is generally happening there? Well, if we speak about resistance, I can hardly think that they are ready for any resistance. First of all, there has been a very good brainwashing through the Russian propaganda, because the war has been going on not since the 24th of February, but since the year 2015. And every single day, on a daily basis, round the clock, from the TV screens, they used to hear to listen this awful propaganda. So I'm not sure that they are ready to resist. Maybe, well, I wouldn't even say that they are recovering, but they finally come to realize some things, because they are really indignant about different explosions taking place in Donetsk and Luhansk regions. They are very much surprised, astonished, and scared. And my only question is, if we follow the Russian propaganda version, Ukraine has been shelling and firing at Luhansk and Donetsk regions for 8 years. So why are people so much surprised about any explosions coming now? And the second point is that they are not willing to perish by going to the army, because they realize that they will be taken just as cannon fodder by Kadyrov guys and by Russians. They Well, there is some indignation among women, um, but now in the territories that have been invaded since 2015, there are almost no men. During the first wave, some of them somehow, well, paid bribes and didn't go to the army. But when the guys from the Federal Security Service came, and there was the second way of men mobilization, and no money could help you. So now the situation is so much bad with mobilization in the army that they are trying out different methods. For example, they take a municipal enterprise, a certain municipal local enterprise, and make an announcement that um, jobs are there, vacancies are there, that men are going to have a very high salary and they will not be taken to the army. Men come there, and then the very next day they are mobilized to the army. So this is all false. And here is my next question, last question. Do you manage, and how do you manage to preserve the capacity, the potential of our region? I mean, educational institutions, businesses located in Severodonetsk and Lysychansk. Do you have any success stories of successful relocation of those higher educational institutions and businesses to safer territories of Ukraine? Well, there are some success stories. Those who needed help and addressed us were helped by us, um, well, either with contacts of the administrations of other regions, or we help them with evacuation. Well, as far as success stories are concerned, let me give one example. The Impulse company, that is as far as business is concerned, and they have been relocated and are already functioning. And as far as higher education institutions are concerned, our medical college has been evacuated, relocated, and is also successfully functioning. Thanks a lot. I wish you a nice, peaceful, and successful day. This is Serhiy Haidai, the head of Luhansk Military Oblast Administration, and our next briefing is at 10:30, and we will speak to Vadim Lyach, mayor of Sloviansk, which